All right, folks, money advice on the internet is everywhere. Everybody's got a take. Influencers, your uncle, even your barista, but not all of it's good. And some of it is just flat out wrong. Today, I'm breaking down 8 popular money myths that experts say are keeping people broke or scared. And I'll give you the real truth so you can make smart moves with confidence and not confusion. Let's go. Myth number 1, you need 20% down and perfect credit to buy a house. This one's been around forever, but it's just not true. So there's a mortgage expert out there, Jennifer Beeston, who says most buyers are shocked to learn that you can get in a home with as little as 3% down. FHA loans start around 3.5% with credit scores in the 580 range. And realtor Candace Williams adds that there are even grants that don't have to be repaid. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting to save 20%, you might be waiting for no reason. Oh, and that viral get a car loan first. Is that way you qualify for a mortgage? Yeah, false. You do not need an auto loan to buy a home. Myth number 2, you need to own a house to get ahead. You have to, right? Buying a house can build wealth, sure, but it's not mandatory. There's a certified financial planner, Jay Zigmont, who says homeownership simply isn't for everyone. If you move often, if you hate maintenance, or you prefer flexibility, renting might actually just make more sense. Don't let the internet pressure you into deciding what success looks like. Build your lifestyle and then build your portfolio that actually fits you. Number 3, you see this one a lot. You need X dollars by age Y. So you've seen those charts, right? All over Instagram and whatever social media platform you use. By 30, you should have 1 year's salary saved, right? Zigmont, that same guy, calls that math absolute junk. Those benchmarks assume that we all live the same life, the same job, the same kids, the same everything. Instead, you've got to measure your own progress. If you're moving forward each year, you're winning. Focus on your path, not someone else's spreadsheet. Myth number 4, you've got to be rich to invest. Dr. Courtney Ziegler, she's the founder of Well Money, puts it perfectly. Anyone can start investing, and you don't need a lot of money either. Her words. Even $5 to $10 a week builds momentum. Compound growth turns small seeds into mighty trees. So skip the myth that investing is only for the Wall Street types. It's for everyone. Now, I'll add something here. I think it's very important where you get the money to do your investing from. On our channel, we teach the save and spend system. Those words are important. We teach you how to save your money and spend someone else's. So that's my recommendation for that myth. Save yours, invest or spend someone else's. Myth number 5, married couples have to combine finances. There's no universal rule here. Ziegler says some couples thrive with joint accounts. Others just like it, right? Keeping things separate. Both work. The real key is communication. The real key is shared goals. Marriage needs teamwork. Finances needs teamwork, not identical spreadsheets. I have taken that one to heart. I think your personal financial situation needs a team. If you're trying to do it on your own, you're probably not going anywhere fast. There's a very popular quote out there, you've heard it. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Myth number 6, cutting expenses is the only way to save money. Cutting costs helps, sure. But there's a limit to how much you can trim. So there's a financial coach out there, Cicely Jones, that says the real power move is actually just earning more. So ask for the raise, upgrade your skills, start a short-term side hustle. Saving does matter, but so does increasing your income. Your budget can only shrink so far. Your earning potential can keep growing. Myth number 7, and I hadn't heard this one before, but all of these myths came out of an article that I'll put in the description of this video for you. Here's myth number 7. You don't need a bank account, just use prepaid cards. So there's a financial educator out there, Tay Lee, that says prepaid cards come loaded with fees. You got activation fees, reload fees, whatever, and actually they don't even build credit. So he says everyone needs a real bank account to store, protect, and grow money safely. And I do agree with that statement, that everyone should be paying attention to banking. But that's why we teach people how to become their own banker. And that way they can skip the third-party bank altogether. Myth number 8, your friend's Medicare plan is perfect for you. Author Ari Parker warns that copying your buddy's plan will cost you a bunch of money. They say thousands. He teaches this 3P method for picking what fits you. Providers is the first P. Make sure your doctors and pharmacists are covered. Second P, prescriptions. Match the plans to the meds you actually take. And third, priorities. Choose coverage that fits your health goals and fits your budget. Because your body, your meds, and your money are all unique. So, what do all these myths have in common? First, they ignore you. your personality. They ignore your goals. They ignore your income. They ignore your stage of life. Money is not one size fits all. Money is personal. So if you're ready to create a plan that fits your reality, not just TikTok's algorithm for you, you should click the link in our description and you can schedule a free call with us. I'll walk you through it, or someone on my team will. Smarter ways to save, to spend or invest, and yes, to even bank on yourself if that fits you. If this video is helpful and cleared up some of those money myths that you've heard, give me a thumbs up, right? Share it with a friend, hit the subscribe button for more. I'm Jonah, I'm one of the banking bros, and I think you should stay smart, stay financially free, and come back. So I'll see you next time. Peace.
Gave a lot of game, we never got a lot of things. Bow your head and say the prayer, we taught you how to be the bank.